We were just walking the beach. I thought he was like getting a rock because like he had his paw on something. I'm like, what is he doing? And next thing I know, he dives his head in and he gets it.
A love of rocks and fishing is what makes this cute pup different. This is Humphrey's story.
So I always wanted a dog, and I actually wanted to break up with my boyfriend and get a dog. So I'm like, I'm gonna get a dog, right? So I got Humphrey, but I ended up keeping my boyfriend too. So now Zach is Humphrey's assistant. Out of all the puppies, Humphrey was the one that was crazy that no one wanted. He would always escape the puppy pen. Like the breeders would find him like in the closet, in the pantry, just like trying to find things to eat. So like no one really wanted him, but like one day I went there and like out of all the puppies, he came running up to me all happy. I'm like that's the one I want. So I ended up with Humphrey, the crazy one, but he's very silly. He has personality, like it's his way or the highway. And like he knows he's gonna get what he wants. Almost like I want to say 3 years ago. So I would always take him to the beach, and like all of his dog friends would always like run off, like chase like kids or dogs, people. And I'm like, I don't want Humphrey doing that. I brought a ball, right? So I threw the ball in and would just leave it there. I'm like, Humphrey, I'm not gonna bring any more tennis balls because they're always floating away and I'm not gonna go swim after them. So I'm like, let's use rocks. So I would always just throw rocks, and like he actually was like chasing them. I'm like, oh, this is a good idea. So I would just walk the beach with him, and like he actually like loved that. So I just always threw rocks. And then one day, like he would just like, he was looking like where the rock actually went, and he just stuck his whole head in and then picked up a huge one. I'm like, oh my gosh, Humphrey. So like ever since then, like he just loves his rocks. In the beginning, it wasn't the same rock. I would throw a small one, and then he'd come back with a boulder rock. I'm like, what? But then after a while, like when we throw like the medium-sized ones, he'll like come back with those. Or if like the really big ones, I throw them back in. I'm like, Humphrey, that's huge. I throw it back in, and he brings back the big one. I'm like, Humphrey, no, like your teeth, they're gonna ruin your teeth. But he doesn't care. And like we were just walking the beach, and like I thought he was like getting a rock because like he had his paw on something. I'm like, what is he doing? And next thing I know, he like picks up his paw and dives his head in, and he gets like the fish. I'm like, what? And I'm like, what? I'm like, Humphrey, you catch more fish than Daddy, because my boyfriend fishes. And like I'm like, Zach, you catch nothing, but Humphrey actually catches fish. And Humphrey like then like ran to the shore with it, and like he wanted to dig it up. So he was digging the sand. I'm like, Humphrey, no, we'll bring it home. So we actually brought it home, and he was happy. Humphrey was very proud of that fish too. He was so happy in the car. He was like sitting next to it. Humphrey knows when it's a Saturday, because like we'll wake up, we'll do our usual routine, coffee, a walk, and then he'll sit on the couch and wait. And he'll just look at me because he knows like it's beach time. Because like we go at the same time every weekend. His favorite beach, he'll wait, he'll sit there and wait. And then like, Humphrey, you want to go? And he gets all crazy. He like jumps from bed to bed because he has 4 dog beds, so spoiled. So he jumps from bed to bed, goes crazy. And like once we go in the car, like we turn this one corner, he knows. And then he's sitting in the front seat, he's like going in circles in my front seat, like because he's so excited, like he knows where we're going. And then he pulls me down the alley the whole time, like, Humphrey! And he just runs off and swims. He's definitely has gotten me out of my shell a lot more, because like being in Hawaii, like I have no family here besides like my boyfriend, but it's like hard making friends because everyone's always leaving Hawaii, like no one really stays. So it's always hard like making friends here, but having Humphrey like made me like even more social. Like I plan doggy events, like I have like golden retriever meetups with like 20 of his friends all the time, and like he makes me more active, and he makes me like even just like be healthier. Like I'm always looking at the ingredients of his food, like all like single ingredient stuff. So like I never used to do that for like myself, but now I'm like literally looking at like stuff I eat. I'm like, okay, is this healthy? Like what's this, what's that? So like he's definitely changed my life for the better in a lot of ways, and I'm very grateful to have him.